Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel where we'll be discussing about what is CMA US and how to gain this certification, and I am going to answer all your queries in and around this qualification. So this is the first video of this series and we are going to have a lot more videos for you guys. If you want any specific queries for you to be answered, drop down your comments in the comment section below and I'll be more than happy to make a video on that or maybe reply to your comment then and there only. So today is the first video where I'll be discussing like what is CMA US, what does CMA does, and some things around that only. Let's start. So, if you are someone who wants to earn a global finance certification, if you are someone who wants to become a financial analyst or maybe a finance manager, and if you are someone who wants a higher ROI on your investment, then CMA US is for you. Why? Because it has just 2 exams and the ROI, that is the return on your investment, is gonna be really high. Now, what is CMA US? CMA stands for Certified Management Accountant of the United States of America. So this is a US based qualification, and in this, what are the core areas in which you will study about? Those are financial planning, performance management, corporate finance, business decision making, and strategic management. The CMA US qualification is not confined to these areas, but there are much more things which you will study once you opt for this qualification and you start preparing for this. Okay. Now, first of all, who conducts the CMA US examination? So there is a US based body that is named as IMA, Institute of Management Accountants. That body was founded back in the year 1919. I mean, it's more than 100 years ago, and it conducts this CMA US qualification. Now, CMA US members, they are spread in 150 plus countries all across the world. Now, why did we have this qualification? We already have something as CA in India. We already have something which is CA equivalent in US, which is the CPA US in US. So why did the need of the CMA US came into the picture? So sometimes the companies, the organizations, or maybe it is any business, they just don't need the accountants who can give them the profit and loss statement or the balance sheet or maybe the cash flow statement. They need someone who can analyze these documents, who can analyze the data given in these documents and give a company an overview that whether if they want to launch a new product or not, whether they want to invest in a new project or not, and how can they increase their profits and reduce the costs. So accountants sometimes they are not able to analyze all those things, and management is also not sufficiently qualified, or maybe we can say that it's not within their scope that they can analyze all these things and give a clear picture to the top level managers. So that's when a CMA US comes into the picture. Now, what does the CMA actually do? So first of all, CMAs are not just confined to doing these roles. They can do even much more than this. So first of all is budgeting and forecasting, then financial analysis, cost management, risk assessment, strategic planning, and performance management. These are few of the roles in which CMAs work. I also know many people who work in auditing, who work in taxation, and who even work in teaching field after completing their CMA US qualification. Now, what is the difference between an accountant, an auditor, and a financial analyst and the CMA US? So accountant does what? They record the financial transactions and they prepare what? Balance sheet and P&L. Auditor does what? They check the financial statements which is prepared by the accountant, that whether it is fine or not, and they give an audit report. Financial analyst, they do what? They analyze the business performance and they analyze how the business is doing, and then they give their insights to the investors and the management. Whereas a CMA, what does a CMA does? They help in making a wise decision regarding the business and also a business strategy. And they do what? They give advice. To whom? To the senior management, that what they should do to increase the profits or maybe to reduce the cost or whatever the concern the organization has. Okay. Now, how many exams are there and what is the exam pattern and everything? So first of all, it has only 2 exams. Not like ACCA, not like CFA, not like CPA, where there are 13, 3 and 4 papers respectively in each of these qualifications. So CMA's best not, I would say it's the highest, like why the students choose it is the reason that they have only 2 exams. So that is the biggest advantage of doing CMA US. So first of all, in each exam you will have 100 MCQs and 2 essay type questions, or maybe simulations kind of questions. So when I'm talking about 2 essay kind of or 2 simulation kind of questions, don't get scared of this. It's nothing, just the compilation of 5 to 6 MCQs, which is already you would have prepared about. We'll talk about this later on in another video, but just wanted to give you an overview that what is the exam structure and what is the exam duration, which is the 4 hours per part. Okay, now who all can pursue CMA US? Who all are eligible, I could say, for CMA US? If you are a BCom student, if you are an MCom student, if you are pursuing MBA, CA, ACCA, CPA, or even if you are a working professional in your 40s, in your 50s in a MNC and you want to upgrade your knowledge, you want to get a certification on your CV which is globally recognized, then CMA US can be one of the choices for you. Now, CMA US is recognized worldwide. Like previously also we saw in one of the slides that we have CMA US members present in 150 plus countries across the world. So similarly, CMA US is recognized in 150 plus countries, including those countries where most of the working professionals, finance working professionals work, be it US, be it India, be it UAE, be it Saudi, be it Qatar, Singapore, Canada, Europe. So all these major countries where we aspire to go, where we working professionals, be it from engineering background or be it from accounts or finance background, where we aspire to go and settle in life. So we all can get this recognition of our qualification in these countries. So that is one of the reasons that people choose CMA US who want to move abroad and also want a degree on their CV. Now, what are the career opportunities after CMA US? You can work as a financial analyst, FP&A analyst, cost accountant, finance business partner, commercial finance analyst, finance manager, corporate planning analyst. I mean, these are just the name of the roles. It's not like in each company you will find each of these roles, but equivalent to somewhat like this you will get in your organization where you are planning to work. Now, who are the top recruiters? That means which are the companies who hire CMA certified professionals. So you can see all the big fours, Amazon, Microsoft, Accenture, all these companies are listed over here. And I know personally many of CMA qualified people who are working in these organizations, and even I myself have interviewed for Deloitte and one of these organizations, it's Accenture. So I was a qualified CMA and I was like looking for a job. So during that juncture of my life, I interviewed for these organizations as well. So with the CMA on your CV, it becomes really, really easy to get a job in one of the top MNCs. Now, how long does it take for you to complete CMA US? That is how many years or how many months you're going to take to complete this qualification. So first of all, if you are a full-time student and also if you are someone who is really good in their studies or who likes to dedicate their heart and soul to this qualification, then I feel within 6 to 8 months you can easily clear this exam. And I'll tell you one secret. I myself cleared this exam within a duration of 8 months. During writing of my first exam, I was a full-time student, but when I was pursuing my second paper, that time I was a full-time working professional. So it's easily doable. If you feel that you are an average student, you are not able to sit for long hours for study, or maybe you have other things going on, maybe you are pursuing another qualification, or maybe you go to college full-time also, or you are doing a part-time job, in that case, it will take you somewhere between 8 to 12 months. However, if you are a working professional, you have a full-time 9 to 6 job, you go to office 5 days a week, or maybe not, in that case, for working professionals, it takes somewhere between 1 to 1.5 years. because again it requires a lot of dedication, lot of practice, lot of conceptual clarity, and we the working professionals, we have limited time in hand. So that's why this is what timeline looks like for each and every one of us. Okay, so now why do students choose CMA US? Because 2 exams, you get global recognition, you get strong return on investment, then you get those skills which are highly in demand in the industry. And it is also suitable for both students and the working professionals. So that's why students choose the CMA US qualification. Okay, so that's all with this video. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about the fees, the different kind of fees which are involved in the CMA US qualification. Stay tuned on this channel and do hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much.